Don't know why the loop track is on, but hey ho, that's fine enough. Oh, he's just put laughing emojis in the chat. But anyways, we are live, everyone. How's it going? We are back on the Argyle Way. I know my glasses are slanted because that basically just sums up my evening so far. I woke up at around nearly 3 o'clock because of the game yesterday. I got back so late and I feel knackered, but we go ahead with the stream and we got to do our usual things, all the content and all you lovely people in the chat. But it's great to be on today, and it's great to do a review today. And we're back with a special guest as well. We had on the other day with Jack. It's great to have you on.
He's forgotten his name.
Yeah, I completely forgot his name. I'm really tired right now. Honestly, I'm so tired. Jesus Christ. Jack, you're muted, by the way, as well, mate.
Yeah, I know. But it is for the time being.
Someone hasn't got echo cancellation turned on.
Yeah, that's what I've realised. But hopefully we can get some more people in there as well coming through. But obviously the review today for the Hull City game yesterday, it was absolutely eventful game. Hull City won, Plymouth Argyle won, and I think it's I think a lot of people would say it is the right result, and a lot of people would say maybe someone could have nicked at the end, maybe someone else could have got a winner. Hull City probably should have most likely got the winner from the chances they had at the end, but some of the chances we had as well, I felt like maybe we could have maybe got something, but maybe a draw. It was a little bit like Watford all over again. Maybe somebody could have won it, but nobody didn't. It was a draw. It's exactly like that. And I feel like, in my opinion, it was the right result for both teams. And I think a lot of people would also agree on that. Our first goal, very well worked, and then Hull City's first goal, it was from an absolute terrible mistake.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we will go all through that in today's stream. But it's absolutely great to be back yet again after the 7-hour journey that we had. Was absolutely crazy. From our 7 hours to get to Hull was a pain on the coach, but we got through it, and we got to got to Hull, and we experienced an absolutely amazing away day. Obviously for Jack, Daryl coming with us as a neutral guest, and then obviously Liam as well. It was absolutely fantastic, and it was great to experience an absolute clash between two teams that we haven't played each other since 2021, and it was a great outfit for the championship as well. But and before we crack on to things as well, does anyone else have anything for the intro?
Yeah. Can you all check you've got echo cancellation on? Someone's crackling. It's really a pain in the backside.
That might be. It could possibly be. I don't know.
Not mine.
I don't know whether it's me. I'll be honest. I've had a few people say that, but I've got a new iPhone, but I don't really know.
Just check you got echo cancellation on the settings, because
How do I
otherwise
do that?
it's on the settings.
You go on audio. Oh yeah, echo cancellation. There you go.
The more then settings, then click on audio, and it comes up echo cancellation.
Audio. All right. Do I need it on or off?
Yes.
On.
Oh, it was on.
Yeah, mine's on.
There you go. Yeah, there we go. Now it's a lot more better. Now Jack is able to talk properly, I think.
I thought it was. I can't lie. I thought it was mine on Friday when Marcus and I were both streaming. When Marcus and I were both streaming, because there was someone commenting on the stream going, Jack, there's a problem with your mic. So I after our stream, I checked it to see what was up with it. So I was like, but then I didn't find anything. So I thought, we'll see on Sunday for the review.
Someone got Jack all worried from the last stream. Jesus Christ.
That's what I mean. I literally said to Harvey on Instagram, going, it was a brilliant stream. Obviously, loved having Marcus on, but I'm annoyed at myself with my mic. But hopefully, we get it fixed.
I'm sorry if it was me. I've had a stinker.
Nah, don't apologise, mate. No, don't worry about it.
Yep, but all good in the hood, and we are all set for today's stream. Hopefully, everyone else can come in, and hopefully, we can make it a very, very good review for everyone watching. But obviously,
Yeah.
Great to have Marcus on again for the review. It is absolutely fantastic to have you on.
Thank you for having me.
Obviously, the other second part of the preview went very, very well, and thank you, Jack, for doing that as well. It was absolutely brilliant from you, as always. You do amazingly for the Argyle Way, so I want to respect that. But talking about the game, we will go to Liam first of all, as we always go to Liam, always in the first part. But yesterday's game, you can't really say much about how we played, because defensively, I thought we played all right. That mistake that cost us a goal maybe was the talking point for us. But overall, though, defensively, I thought we played very, very well. But overall,
yeah,
what do you think of that performance anyways, Liam?
Pretty solid, really. Apart from their goal that they scored was Paul should have put his body against him and shielded the ball out. That's what a lot of defenders would have done. But I don't know how on earth it bounced back in and they scored from it. So, but to get away with a draw in the second half was quite, really odd, because Hull should have peppered us in that second half, because they had most of the possession, most of the ball in the second half, and should have nicked it at the end, but they didn't. And we go back down to Devon with the point. And I think Hull will be really frustrated that they didn't get the win that they probably would have deserved.
Yeah, I think that's what most people would have thought as well. If you was looking at the highlights from that game, you would probably think, how on earth did Hull not get win from that? Defended very well, and we managed to get away with it at the end. But most importantly, our defense was we defended very, very well, and Connor Hazard goalkeeping masterclass after the mistake he pulled off at Bristol. So fair enough to him. But well, I will ask you the same thing as well, Jack. How important was that point away from home?
To be honest, I was actually all right with it, in all honesty. Like what Liam said, it was annoying the way we conceded, but at the end of the day, I wasn't that bothered, because I came into the match thinking we were gonna lose before our home run this week, and to get a point at what I personally think is one of the best sides in the league right now. I'm very pleased with that. It's a shame that the guy that caused Hull's goal was Gillespie, of all people. It's a shame it was him, because I was delighted he was back and all that as well after a few months away from being with us. But no, I thought we had a cracking performance, to be honest, and I'm very pleased with getting the point. Adam Randall had a very good game. I expected it to be a hard game. It was a hard game. Yesterday actually reminded me of our away game at one of Hull's near neighbours, Lincoln, last season, which was also a 1-1 draw. And there were times in that game where they outplayed us, but they just couldn't break it down. But yeah, I'm very pleased. I'm very pleased with the point. So we take the point back to the southwest, and we're back home on Tuesday night in a game that we're going to probably be the favourites for now, considering
we're not actually, believe it or not.
Considering Millwall lost at home to Swansea, so
Millwall are the favourites.
We've got pressure on us, meaning we need to win.
I don't think we're the favourites. I'm just going to double check that.
You're not favoured because that's a difficult one on Tuesday, because Millwall aren't.
Because it's little old Argyle. That's why.
Yeah,
that's why. Little old Argyle.
Against Hull, but you understand that, can't you?
Yeah, that's away from home, mate. Different story. Carry on.
You'll be underdogs for most of the games. Home and away, to be honest. I think
if Millwall are favourites, though, I am actually quite surprised, considering they lost at home yesterday, and considering our home form. But again, I'm not that bothered if they are favourites or not. I just personally think, from my point of view, we're the favourites because of our home form and them losing terribly yesterday at home themselves.
Yep. Of course, we will go through our predictions a little bit later on, and we will go through all the other results. So we will see who wins this week. Obviously, Jack did win the predictions last week.
There we go.
There you go. As you can see, 11-8 for Argyle.
Pretty pathetic, but there we go.
You are
pretty pathetic. But yeah.
11-8.
I don't know about that. But honestly, we will go through the predictions a little bit later on. Will Jack win again, or will Liam retake his crown? We will see. But going to Marcus for this part as well. Obviously, Hull City in that second half. From what we saw, you should have most likely got the 3 points from the chances that you had. But in the first half, it was a different story. We probably should have been 2-0 up. We definitely should have been 2-0 up. Finazaz at the post, and you nearly scoring an own goal. But that second half, how important was it to come out in that second half? A way better team than the first.
Oh, certainly. I mean, first half was appalling. We've been working last 6 or 7 weeks on playing it a lot better from the back, and it just seemed everything we'd learned had just completely gone out the window. We were slow. Our fans were booing the players. The manager told the fans to F off halfway through the game. It was just a complete disaster. But second half was better. Obviously, the last 3 minutes when we had about 4 or 5 chances, we should be capitalising on them opportunities. But I tell you what, that Connor Hazard in goal, I wish we had him in there. He was fantastic, really was.
Yeah, and the craziest thing as well, the last week, every single Argyle fan was moaning, saying, "Why have we got him in goal? Why have we got this man in goal?
That's the
we should have
thing,
Michael Cooper in goal."
He had a brilliant performance yesterday in my eyes, but obviously Bristol City had a terrible performance. That's just how inconsistent he is at the moment. He's just got to bring the consistency.
Yeah, and he's only been at and you've got to realise as well, he's only been at the club. Yes, I was probably moaning a bit the other day, but obviously. Anger got over me. What can you say? But honestly, he's only been at the club for God knows how long, and we got to really get our brain switched on. That's all I can say, really. How is it going, Sean? How does the HullBoy feel about the Hull fans booing from the Jammer of Plymouth?
It's a difficult one. We've got some
improvement to do, but at the same time, I know, yes, he had a terrible performance at Bristol City, but to be honest, all of them did, and none of them as bad as right, obviously. So it's not really just Hazard in my eyes from that game. It was the whole team. On Saturday, he was superb in my eyes, and other parts of I actually thought he's been solid, to be honest. So yeah, I don't get the overreaction for it, to be honest. At the moment, this is.
I was just about to say, why are you listening to a hand?
Lol. How is it going, Craig? Good to have you on, Craig Ireland. Absolutely. Hope you enjoyed the game yesterday as well for all Argyle fans, and Sean as well from Janus on Tour. How are you doing? But yeah, obviously you can carry on with the question that Jan of Plymouth asked you, Marcus. Fans doing.
It's a strange one. I would say we're a bit of a strange fan base. I mean, we could have a fantastic game, win 5-0, but if the player's passing it around the back, the fans boo. And I agree with the manager for telling them what's straight, because at the end of the day, we're trying to build something here, and it's working. It's a long-term project, but passing around the back is what Liam Rossini, our manager, wants to do. And last 6 or 7 weeks has been working perfectly, but the 1 week it doesn't, we don't get behind the players. And that's a reason probably why we didn't get the 3 points in the first half and, play well in the first half, is because the fans were booing the players. And it takes a massive knock-on effect to the players. And, we want the place to be a fortress for other teams to be scared, not our own players.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's like that it was like that with Home Park. It was like that at home as well for us, Liam Maynard. When we played poorly, we booed our players, and we booed the manager as well for not getting it right. We have done that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, we have, yeah.
Say it, 100% truthfully. What was you saying, Nadal?
Fleetwood.
Fleetwood at home.
Oh yeah, fucking hell. Yeah, we don't want to talk about Fleetwood on this channel. We're a championship now. We don't talk about Fleetwood anymore.
I heard last season with the Port Vale game.
Yeah, that game was also terrible. Doesn't matter. We beat them at the end of the season. It doesn't really matter.
Fleetwood actually won a game yesterday. Oh my God.
Yeah, they finally won a game. Fair enough.
He's back with his fish jokes already.
That's why I said, oh my God, but I don't think I've gotten onto it.
Yeah, I did.
Marcus,
did you hear, also needed? Yes,
our fan base when we took the lead? Did you hear our fan base go mauled by the Argyle?
Honestly, they were most fans. All right, time to do this. I don't give a shit. Okay, they were doing this. They were doing this. That was absolutely fantastic. I honestly, it was the funniest thing in the world. I couldn't stop laughing when our home fans were just going like that it was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
I gotta say though, the away end, just at the top, from where I was at, it's not really much separation, is it?
I know.
Yeah, it looks pretty close.
Well, I think we're trying to get more attendance in. They used to be like near enough a full stand, but with our new owner, we're trying to get as many people in the stadium as possible. So, to be fair, a lot of fans are a lot of all talk, but not actually do anything. So we never have any fighting. It's all just an invisible wall that stops the fans from fighting.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Yeah. But honestly, from where we was, it was very, very loud. Obviously, we were very, very good as usual. But fair play to the whole fans. They were very, very loud as well. Expected as they are at home, but 20,000. Obviously 20,000 is still good to have. MKM. I think that's what you usually have. 20,000.
So our capacity is 25, but if you take in the away end and the segregation, I think we got 25 at Leeds, but obviously packed out away and packed out home end. I think 20,000 compared to 4 years ago when we were getting 8,000 is a massive improvement. So I'm pretty chuffed with that.
Yep, fair enough.
Liam said to me, "What's the capacity?" And I said, "Oh, probably about 25,000." I guess
we're about 17,000, 18,000. We are Home Park.
Yeah.
Ish, yeah.
And we've always got the biggest stadium out of views, 32k.
Yeah,
exactly.
We don't talk about it's Sunderland.
Ooh, you're hard.
The biggest is Sunderland's. They're easy. Sunderland have a bigger ground than Chelsea, so that tells you everything.
I needed that. Thank you for telling Darryl that.
Yeah, no worries. My pleasure.
Yep, your pleasure as always. But as well from the game as well, I'm going to talk about the goals. Obviously, the first goal for Argyle came down Ballymumba's way. From Hull City's defensive point of view, you could have most likely said that they could have done a little bit better from that goal. Left Ballymumba loads of space on that left-hand side to get the ball in. Realistically.
Extreme.
Yeah.
Very, very
Yeah.
poor. I'm not going to use as an excuse, but we were missing our first choice centre-back. I know that doesn't make any...
I think it's Greaves, is that right?
Yeah, he was missing it because of
he
too
was
many yellow
suspended.
cards. But,
Yeah.
it was very poor. It reminds me a lot like last season. We were the worst defence in the league, but you know, we have to stay positive. I suppose.
Centre back as an excuse. It's meant to be your right back that's marking him.
Yeah,
I don't know what was going on. Our centre back went into right back at one point.
Your right back went to bloody Doncaster.
Yeah, basically.
Good old Doncaster.
Good old Doncaster.
Yeah. Our centre mid went to centre back. Our centre back went to left back, and our left back went to left wing at one point. I was very confused.
Gee, like that's mental. But Adam Randall, yet again, away from home. He loves scoring away from home, Jack.
He does. You're right.
He loves scoring away from home.
Again, well, he's been solid. He's not just been solid away from home. He's been solid all season, and I just feel like, apart from that Watford game where he might have had an on par performance, off par performance. Sorry, he just keeps improving time after time, and he's just. If you could pick any one of our current players who you really think the club will, who will be at the club for a long time, I just have a feeling it will be him. I think he'll be our future captain, Randall.
Yeah.
Just a question about him, by the way. What happened with his injury?
I'm not sure, but from what he got up, he looked all right. But I just feel like we're probably not going to take a risk. I don't think we took the risk on him for the rest of the game. He did go off after it, but I think he should be fine. He should be fine. Maybe he might miss a couple games, but I think he will be. I think he will be back. But I think
if it's nothing much and he just misses Tuesday night, he should be back for the Swansea game next week, I would have thought.
Does anyone think that Whittaker needs to hit the ball a lot harder? Seems to pass the ball when shooting. To be honest, some of the shots that he did pull off, though, that shot that took a deflection,
my opinion, was one of the worst players on the field. He just did nothing. He did absolutely nothing. Whittaker, he was so quiet. Did nothing.
To be honest, the second half he was most of that second half he was the main player that created probably the most chances on that right hand side.
The first half he was useless.
The first half he wasn't. I think it was mainly coming from Ballymumba's side. It was mainly all coming from Ballymumba's side.
I thought he was so quiet.
Yeah.
He's normally a lot.
This for Hull from Gameton. Nathan Baxter had for you. Would he be solid if we went up? Nathan Baxter.
Yeah, he was our first choice keeper 2 seasons ago. We got him on loan from Chelsea, and he did very, very well. So we re-signed him on loan for last season, but he got an injury, and it's really sad. Sort of not how we treated him, but it was if he got like a month's injury and then he just got sent back to Chelsea. And I would have loved him to sign permanently, but I don't know. Shot stopping wise, he was fantastic. Distribution, he was all right, but I think we only sent him back due to we want to move forward, go in, playing it round the back, which is really weird that Bolton have got him. I would have thought he's high championship quality level. That's certainly a quality goalkeeper there.
Yeah, definitely. And in goal, I'm just gonna have a little check. Or you probably might know who you had in goal for the game against us.
And it wasn't
Allsop. There we go.
Allsop.
Ryan Allsop. Yeah.
It was decent. Not his best game, but he's only played 3 games for us, and he got man of the match in his first 2, so you can't really complain. He played a few good balls, but to be fair, the fans were booing him when he spent like 6 seconds on the ball. It was awful. I don't know what was going on.
Jesus, is this what I've never seen that from any other.
This is another reason why I do not boo at football matches, because it just doesn't look right on anyone. When we lost to Bristol City away, yeah, it was shambolic, and I could have easily booed, but I only didn't because I'd rather just say the game as it is. I just left the ground going, well, that was absolutely shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. He seems to be growing in confidence anyway. Same with Randall Williams. Yeah, Randall Williams you got from Hull as well.
We don't talk about that, boy.
Yeah, we don't talk about that, man, because obviously
he's a former
scum,
man.
Scummy
he deserved a chance. He deserved a chance at Hull. He got injured quite straight away, really, and he didn't hit it off. But again, he's very good for Bolton's level. Really is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he is doing well. He is doing well for them at the moment.
He's doing all right at Bolton, to be fair.
Yeah, but shall we talk about that Hull City goal? Because a lot of people are criticising Gillespie for that goal. He deserves to be criticised for it, Jack and Liam.
Yeah, he does. I agree. It was his own fault completely. It's just a shame it had to be him because I was so happy he was back. But yeah, no, it was his own fault. And I think he'll know that himself anyway. So just needs to take that forward and put that aside if he ends up starting on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. 100% agree. Yeah.
Yeah. But Slater scoring for you as well.
I kept calling him Alex.
Alex, was you calling him Alex Slayer?
I was calling him Alex Slater on the vlog at half time. I look a dickhead.
Yeah, that was who equalised Hull, of course.
Jesus Christ. And then, of course, Philogene Bidace got the assist for. Honestly, that first half, Philogene Bidace was giving us an absolute nightmare.
Oh yeah, he was superb.
Well, Regan Slater, that was his first goal for Hull City at home. We only paid 50,000 for it.
Oh, we liked doing that. No surprise.
He's genuinely quality. Jaden Philogene for 5 million from Aston Villa. He's just hit the ground running. I don't know how we've managed to get him. There's quite a lot of big clubs after him, and to go to Hull, he must really trust Liam Rosenior's tactics, and hopefully, like you've said, he caused a bit of problems, and hopefully he's in for a good season with Hull.
Yeah. Like obviously, I did watch him at some point. I think it was when he played either a cup game for. I think he did play a cup game for Aston Villa, and he looked really, really good.
He was on loan to Cardiff last season.
This season. Philogene Bidace, and I did predict him to score in some of my last couple of weeks as well when Hull played. So I'm going to keep an eye on him for sure. But overall, though, Jack, next game against Millwall, how important was that point away from home? It's coming into Millwall.
Huge, because I genuinely think we can win these two games next week. And considering they lost at home to Swansea yesterday, these are the two teams we've got coming up next week. We're back home again. We're not away again now to the 21st of October when we go to the Hawthorns. We have to win these next two games in my books after getting that important point yesterday.
Yeah.
In fact, we have to also, because the other home game we've got in October is just a must-win in itself anyway, because it's Sheffield Wednesday at home. They have a terrible record at Home Park, of course, as well. And then the two away games, if we get points from there, so West Brom and Ipswich, then if we can get 11 points, this October, we're in for a strong month.
Same for you, Liam?
Yeah, definitely. 100%.
Fair enough.
Because I can't lie, I don't see us winning.
Saying there's the difference right there. Hold on, saying 5 mil. It's the norm when we broke the bank for Mumba and Whittaker. Both £1 million. Mumba and Whittaker.
Well, 5 million is the most we've spent on a player for maybe 6 or 7 years.
United that are going for really expensive players that are useless.
Yeah, well, to be fair, we were all a bit shocked
the money wisely.
I think Philogene's a decent signing. Obviously, we're not like splashing the cash on loads of random players. I think that was
not like bloody Leicester, Southampton, or Leeds.
Or if you could be anyone in this country, guys, Chelsea.
We don't care about that.
Yeah, but you're cat
at the moment.
No, that's what I'm saying. If you can be if you can name any club in this country that spends very unwisely, it's them.
Yes, and they're still shite us right now. So there you go. But honestly, they have been shite. They have been shite, like Man United as well. They've all been shite. But this is an Argyle channel. We don't talk about them at the moment. But yeah, the difference in the manner we're paying for players and compared to Hull, though, obviously Hull City used to be a Premier League team, so I can still kind of see that. Still kind of see the money that they're spending. But for us, we've never been in the Prem, and we've been in the Championship for the first time since 2010. It's a difference that we're now spending £1 million on players. It's the Championship for you. That's all I could say about that. We will go into player ratings in a bit. Don't worry, everyone. We will go into player ratings very, very soon. But has anyone got any questions? Like Jack, Liam, and Marcus as well.
I've been
go ahead, Daryl.
I've been waiting to say my bit from a neutral perspective, and you haven't came to me.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I've been waiting like 30 minutes, and you didn't come to me. I was
actually about to ask you as well. Funny enough, Daryl, did you enjoy yesterday?
He was actually. You was actually going to say that.
Yeah, I actually was as well. That was one of my questions. Yeah.
All right. There you go.
Good. Strange, very strange for me, because obviously I've never been to a neutral game. The only time I've been to like away grounds is with Borough or with Matt or whatever. I don't normally go to games and watch two teams that I don't support. It's very weird. Such a weird feeling, but it was great fun. I really enjoyed it actually. Obviously, just a shame. Obviously, a shame for you that obviously you didn't get the 3 points. Which I thought in the first half, Plymouth were the better side, probably. Certainly, question-wise, you were putting a lot of pressure on Hull City because they were playing. I could see they were trying to play it out from the back a lot, but they were playing really big passing, and obviously with the players you've got like Ryan Hardy, Mumba Whittaker, etc. Adam Mandel, and you were putting constant high pressure. I mean, Ryan Hardy nearly got a goal from blocking one of the Hull passes, didn't he? If I remember right. So I thought the first half it was anyone's game really. First half, I thought Hull did chances wise had the much better chance in that first half, but soon as you got the goal, I was thinking, oh, hello, well, might be a shock on the cards. I hope you don't mind me saying, but it would have been a shock if Plymouth had won at all. Would have been a shock if you'd actually won at all, because you never win away from home, do you? So it'd have been a bit of a miracle. It would have been a bit of a miracle. But the goals. Well, I mean, the goal that Plymouth scored. Brilliant build-up, really brilliant build-up. And I was saying to Liam just before the goal, I said it seems like Hughes are all sort of possession-based, and this is the first time I've watched Hull properly in person. You seem to be all possession-based, and similar to Hull, you like to build up from the back and then sort of play it down the sides. Build-up play was brilliant, but from a Hull defensive perspective, you cannot leave Ballymumba that much space on the left-hand side. Because it's his bit of trickery and him getting past the defender that sort of created it. He plays it across the face of goal. The keeper gets a slight touch onto it, and then obviously falls to Adam Mandel, which is Adam Mandel. I mean, as you've said, has been scoring loads of goals away from home for years. He was never going to miss that, was he? The equaliser. I can sympathise a little bit with Gillespie because defenders normally, when you're in a position like that, you're up against a defender and you think the ball's going to go out of play, you would shield the ball and let it go out of play.
That's what I thought.
But he's not done it properly and it's failed completely miserably. It failed miserably. And I've got to say, Villagine, I think is what his name is. I can never remember his name. He was absolutely superb. He's certainly a player I wouldn't mind a Borough. I don't think we'd all mind him at Borough, really. He's a magnificent player, and for $5 million, I mean, $5 million. That's a really generous amount to have to pay for a player of his caliber. He's been magnificent for them, I think. Well, the way he played down that right side, he's so quick. Him and Traore are just so quick going forward, and they were causing many problems for your defence. And the goal really was because of him. Really, I mean, it was so poor from Gillespie, and obviously defensively, just leaving Wigan Slater. I guess I said it right this time.
Way! Way! He's got it right.
And leaving Slater free open at the far post, he's going to tap it home. It's shocking defended, but I mean, both goals really from both teams were well worked in the end, but they were really shocking goals for both of the teams. But I felt a draw is a great result, certainly for Plymouth. I think Hughes will have been a lot happier with the point compared to Hull. I don't know how it went. I mean, that second half, the amount of chances Hull had, they could have had about 3 or 4 goals in. And I mean, I know Hughes was slating him the other week because of the Bristol game, but he's proved the doubters wrong. He really did prove your doubters wrong in that game. Some of the saves he made were brilliant. That save of his foot right at the end of the game, when it was like a deflected shot or something. How on earth he kept that out, I'll never know. I'm not gonna lie. I was saying to you all, weren't I? Like right towards the end of the game, I was like, any minute now, Hull City are gonna snatch this. But fair play to you. You were resilient. Yeah. You held on, and you came away with a really, really good point.
Yeah, very good point. Away from home, very, very good point. Away from home. Obviously, people still moaning, saying, "Oh, just get Cooper back in the team now, please." I think Liam, you'll probably know who we're talking about here, and we'll probably know who says these types of things. But
Cooper's
honestly,
training, isn't he? So I think it'd be a bit of time before you actually see him properly, like starting. Because when he gets back into the squad, if I'm Stewie, I don't start Cooper for at least 2 or 3 games until I'm 100% sure that it's enough to start and ready to start. The last thing you want to do, whether to keep one, the last thing you want to do is rush a player back into the team and then risk him getting either another injury or aggravating it.
Sorry, but I'm a Cooper backman. Yeah, fair enough. But I think a lot of people
can't push players back into the team. You can't.
Exactly. A lot of people know how good Cooper is. Last season, his distribution was phenomenal. The saves that he pulled off were game saving. The one against Bolton, for example, that save was absolutely phenomenal. And the one against Ipswich was phenomenal as well. And his distribution as well, miles above Hazard. I think a lot of people can agree with me on that. His distribution is so good. Yeah, but you've got to say though, Connor Hazard right now.
Cooper came for
game saving. They are game
Cooper came for crosses as well, so you know.
Turner's Hazard came for the ball quite a lot, and
well, you don't come for many. You don't come for many of them.
In my eyes, though, he had a good game on Saturday.
Yeah,
but the thing is, though, Liam, would you rather have him or Burton? That's the
question. I'd rather start Hazard at the moment.
Hazard, obviously.
Yeah, there you go. Because last season we had to stick with Burton for
it's
just
clear,
under half the season.
Guys, it's literally clear that Connor Hazard is our number 2 at the moment in goal. And he'll be our number 1 until Cooper is ready to start again. Basically.
Honestly, when Cooper comes back and if he makes his comeback at Home Park, the roar from the home fans will be massive to see him come back. It really will.
The chance as well.
Yeah, it will be absolutely amazing to see him come back. That would be the best, probably the best day for Argyle fans, 100%. Let's get to player ratings because that is the next part of the stream. Marcus is here. Yes, but Hazard wouldn't have saved that if he wasn't 6'7".
I've actually got a question for I've actually got a question for Marcus. How are you feeling now at the moment after that then for the away trip to Ipswich on Tuesday night?
Me or the Marcus in the chat?
You.
Right. To be fair, I'm nervous to start with after hearing that a bus got back at 10 o'clock in the morning. That was a bit scary. But No, I think the game will be a lot difficult. If you compare it to us drawing to you at home, if your home atmosphere and your home record is a lot better than what it is away, then I think we could be in for a tough one. But at the end of the day, we've still got another 37 games?
Something
So
like
it all
that.
depends what happens come down to end of season. You could be up there for playoffs, we could be relegation, vice versa. Anything could happen.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, Connor Hazard is around. I think Connor Hazard is very tall. I'm just going to double check. I think he's like 6'6". If I'm just going to double check. Yep, Connor Hazard 6'6". So there you go.
Mm.
Didn't realize he was that tall. Goodness me. And I think Cooper is like 6'1" as well. That's a 5-inch difference there.
Yeah.
I think we would have won that if Maka had game time. Yeah, I do agree with you, Marcus, 100%. But now we get to do all the player ratings right now on here. Jack and Liam, as usual, you can go through the player ratings and you can say as well. But Daryl can join in as well because he was at the game as well. So
he's going downstairs at the minute.
7.7.
He is downstairs at the moment.
Okay,
I'm back now.
Oh, he's back now. But
Hello,
Daryl can jump in on the player ratings as well because he was at the game. But Connor Hazard, 7.7, higher or lower? Or what do you think?
7, I'd say something like that. Or 7.5.
I'd say 7.5.
Fair enough.
And then obviously, I'd like to give you. I'd like you to give the reasons as well.
I thought he had an all-round solid performance, to be honest, and the fact that the goal that we conceded wasn't his fault at all either.
No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what about you, Liam?
7.5. I mean, the saves that he made near the end justifies it. So yeah, 7.5.
Yeah, fair enough. And I think Daryl, what rating did you say?
I didn't even say a rating, but I think 7.7 was right, to be honest. I thought Connor Hazard had a really good game. I mean, the saves in the second half, he's the reason why you came out with a point, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Obviously,
yeah, I agree with that.
The goal you conceded, not much he could do. He did everything right, really. He was defending his near post, stopping Villasheen from potentially trying to shoot the near post. And really, it was all down to your defence, just not picking anyone up at the far post. Really, there wasn't much Hazard could have really done about it. I will say he's a bit of a hazard in goal sometimes.
All right, there we go. Let's move on to the next player, shall we? Let's move on to the next player, shall we? All right. 6.1 for Gillespie, though. Is that a little low for you all?
Well, it'd be because of the mistake, won't it?
Probably because of the mistake, but do you think
that's
that
the thing though with football is that they're just so easy to pick out and lower rate players just because of one mistake?
Yeah. 6.5 for me.
I'd say 6.5. I think it's a bit harsh for his first game back, but obviously he is the reason why we equalised. They equalised, so
yeah, Marcus, I agree.
I see why he's lower. I'd say 6.5. He wasn't that bad, but obviously when we conceded, that was all his own doing.
Yeah, but I think you got to be other than the mistake, other than the one or two mistakes, however, that Gillespie made. For me, I thought he was solid. I thought he was solid for you. I thought your back three was. It was just your wing backs. I mean, Edwards and Mumba's got to be better defensively. I must say.
I think. Yeah, the thing is with
Mumba and Joe
Edwards, they're too attacking. And
Mumba's meant to be the one. Isn't Mumba meant to be the one that's marking Philogene?
The thing with our formation is Mumba and Joe Edwards like to sit higher up the field a bit more than usual. Yep, so they're basically like left mids and right mids, but they do track back a bit. So that's basically what our formation is like.
You're playing as wing back, I'm meant to track back as well.
Yeah, Exactly.
He's definitely better. He's definitely better up front in my eyes than defensively. He always has been that, Mumba.
But you've got to remember the last season, Jack. Where did Mumba play all last season? Where did
in the exact same position?
There you go, wing back. That's the thing.
No, I'm not saying he shouldn't be a wing back. I'm just saying if you had to pick between if he's more attacking or more defensively, I'd say he's more attacking personally.
Yeah, fair enough. And then these next two players that were solid in the game against Norwich. Dan Scar, and I think a 7 to 7. I think a 7 is fair enough. I'm going to say that. Then Pleggy, and then Pleggy, who's been very, very solid for assists so far this season, and I think he deserves a 7 as well. That yellow card, if it was on another day, that tackle that he pulled off, Jesus Christ, sent the man flying.
Oh yeah, I actually thought for 1 minute I thought he could have gone off, but then again, when I saw the challenge, I immediately was like, oh, he's at least going to get booked for that, and it turns out I was right. It was very late from him.
That's the type of player Pleggy is, and he likes to. He's a rushing player when he comes in at centre back. He's a very high.
Like Harvey said, on another day, that would have been a red.
Maybe, yeah. And then Mumba, and yet again, though, Liam, you're happy because he's got another 6.9 on FootMob. I think that's the second week in a row now.
Yeah.
But 7, is that fair enough? Because I think he did basically create that first goal.
Yeah, 7 is fine.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
You were saying though?
I think 7 would. I think 7 would justify it. He had a good game, but I do think he should have tracked back more. But then again, that's my opinion with wing backs. I always said this. I always think wing backs should really track back as well and sort of form a proper back five. He should. I mean, he was getting outplayed by Philogene, and Philogene was just he was unplayable. He was absolutely unplayable. I mean, you could have had like the best player. You could have had one of the best left backs in the world, and he probably still wouldn't have done well against Philogene. He was absolutely super.
Philogene looked so quick.
I had a great performance.
Mumba did get the assist for the goal and was creative.
He didn't actually properly get the assist, but he did create the goal.
Well, in our eyes, he did. It was only
in our eyes he did. Yeah. The South thing, like a 7 is fairly deserved.
You would think.
Yeah, exactly.
It was always going to be a game that was going to be decided by the midfield.
Midfield battle. That's why I say every time when you go into a game, the midfield battle is the main thing you got to look at in this game. Like I said before we played and after we played, that Seri, you could tell that. Well, he has played in the Prem before. He played.
I know he was with Fulham,
and he's played, and he was. I think he spent quite a lot of time in the French league as well. But he looked fantastic. There was one time where he absolutely done one of our midfielders and sent him to bloody space. Simple as that. But Seri looked absolutely fantastic.
He was linked to Barcelona 3 years ago for 40 million.
And that as well, yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah, crazy. Madness. Houghton, right then, Mr. Consistent, another Mr. Consistent player. I thought he played pretty well in that game as well. What would you say, Jack and Liam?
What have they given him here? Sorry,
Houghton. You gave him a 7.3.
Yeah, I'd say another 7.5. This might be an unpopular opinion, but. This might be an unpopular opinion, but I'd actually personally say he's been one of our best players this season so far.
Yep, I agree with you on that.
Maybe even arguably the best.
Yeah, if it wasn't for
Whittaker, I would have had Lewis Gibson in that competition, but obviously he's just been injured, hasn't he? He couldn't make yesterday.
You could possibly say Plaggy could be in that consideration. Whittaker could be in there.
Oh yeah, he could be. You're right. He could be. Yeah.
Yeah, but Houghton, Doesn't matter what happens to him when he had when he got that head injury in the Birmingham game, still came on and carried on. He can literally get hit by a bullet and he could still carry on playing. Simple as that. But he's honestly been brilliant for us so far this season. Then Randall, he got the goal. I feel like he deserves an 8.
Best player on the pitch for us yesterday, without doubt.
Best player on the pitch, an 8.
He'd have got higher rating if he get injured.
Yeah.
He'd got at least
8-second minute to come off.
He'd have got at least an 8.
Mm-hmm. I was surprised how quick the Hull fans turned against the team from Marcus in the chat.
Well, Marcus did it, Marcus.
Yeah. Whittaker should. Oh, here we go. Marcus just basically said it. Whittaker should have had a penalty. We forgot about that, didn't we?
Oh yeah, that was Stonewall.
Wait, was this in the second half when he tried to get through?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
You shown us the clip.
Yeah.
It was when there was 2 Hull players, literally.
Through 2 Hull players. You're trying to jump through 2 Hull players. You're never going to manage that.
Wasn't jumping through at all. He tried to go past them.
You're trying to get through 2 physical Hull players. I just didn't see how he was going to manage that in the first place. There is contact, but whether there's enough contact for it to be a penalty, yeah. VAR probably wouldn't.
At the end of the day, even if it was a penalty, we wouldn't have known if had it gone in or not anyway, because a penalty is a 70-30 chance.
Penalty is just a random number generator at this point, because anything could happen. That's all
exactly.
I can say. But Randall, 8 deserves...
for example, we got a penalty against Morecambe last season, didn't we? And that was Whittaker, and he missed it completely.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he did. I remember that.
It just shows
Joe Edwards. All right. Joe Edwards, lads. He got given 7.7 here.
Well, he did play well down that right-hand side.
I thought he played well. I think
that formation worked. The formation worked for you.
I'm not surprised with these ratings, to be honest, because I just thought overall we actually had a solid performance. No wonder it was a draw. We were the better team first half, I thought, and Hull were the better team second half. That's what I saw, personally.
I think some of the Hull ratings are a bit low, though.
Yeah, look at you could go for this as well, Marcus, as well. Like Connolly 6.3, Traore 6.7.
Connolly was not as lively.
To be honest, Connolly did get pocketed that game. No, I thought he got pocketed that game.
It was a bit like watching. Traore should have been a lot higher.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad they've given Philogene man of the match. I think that's
8.4. Yeah, he deserves
that. Fair enough.
I remember Cyrus Christie misplaced a pass and someone on the bench said he can't fucking pass a ball. That was something. I think Alfie Jones was solid. I think he was a decent player. Ryan Allsop, it was one of those where he didn't have a lot to do. No offence. He had 1 or 2 saves to make, and then obviously that goal, he was already diving on the floor for that. But I think a lot of the ratings are fair. Regan Slater, in my opinion, should be a lot higher. For me, he was the best player on the pitch, bar Jaden Philogene, coming from a Hull opinion. He's always 8 out of 10 every single week. And it's genuinely that we've got him for 50 grand is one of the biggest bargains I think I've seen as a Hull fan.
Like 50k, like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we got him from Sheffield United, and he's already worth I think 4-5 million now. So
yeah. I know the Philogene Bidet, so I just checked him. He's only 21. Like, that's mad. He's only 21 years old.
He's younger than me. So there we go.
Well, he's 1 year older than me.
I mean, this is gonna. Some people might think I'm deluded, but whatever. But I reckon, come 1 or 2 years' time, I reckon he'll be in the.
Aston Villa's got a buyback clause. 15 million to buy him back.
That doesn't surprise me.
But only if Hull and Aston Villa are in the same league. That's when it's triggered. So.
There you go.
Hopefully next season when we're in
That's not going to happen in a long time.
Yeah,
it could happen. To be fair, Marcus, I can see you get playoffs this season. Personally,
hopefully that would be incredible.
That would be a very, very good season for Hull, 100%. Because a lot of people,
as well, Marcus. I genuinely, I'm going to put my prediction out there now. I genuinely think you'll get a point on Tuesday night as well.
A lot of people have been predicting Hull City to finish in the bottom half of the table earlier this season.
Who he was
Like,
against?
like I want to look at mine and Jack's as well.
Well, I mean, Marcus, I think I told Marcus mine on Friday. I mean, I had Hull 11th at the start of the season, and in my updated ones, I had them 5th, and then the playoff winners. So he was very pleased after when he heard me say that. So.
What?
Yeah, that's incredible.
Well, I've got Liam's predictions up here. Liam had Hull City 20th.
Yeah, I know.
And then I had them 16th. So I of course I did put them in bottom half. But Liam,
you know what? It just goes to show, though. It just shows that the Championship's the hardest league in the world. Like anywhere, any of the maybe apart from Sheffield Wednesday and Rotherham at the moment, but everyone else, and Leicester, because everyone thinks Leicester's going to win it at the moment. But apart from those three, all the other teams could genuinely finish anywhere at the moment.
Leroy, legend. Leroy, the legend in the chat. How are you today?
Just shows how hard the Championship honestly is.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, on to Aaron Connolly. He did have a tough game, but I don't understand why we brought Liam Delap on, 60th minute. He should start. I mean, I don't know whether you've seen a lot of Liam Delap, but he's a quality striker.
He's tall. He's a tall striker. He's tall, ain't he? I swear.
Yeah, and then Adama Traore, I think, will probably be benched for Scott Twine against Ipswich.
How's it going, AB7? How was it going today, man?
Aaron Connolly.
Nice one.
Like he did at useless.
Nah, he's one of our better players.
I thought he was one of the worst players we signed. He did nothing for me.
He's a second in the Championship goal scoring, joint with your striker. So
Ryan Hardy.
Ryan Hardy.
Yeah, he's had a very good start. I think it's depending on who he plays under. I mean, under Borough, people say he was awful, but then again, loads of people we signed. Stoke said Liam Delap was awful. Cardiff laughed when we paid a fee for Ryan also. It's one of those where it depends on the manager and how they fit and if the fans can back them. And I know it didn't show yesterday, but away fans love our player.
Yeah. Also, everyone in the chat, if you are able, if there's any members in the chat, if you've got the emote, spam the hot dog emote, please.
I can't lie. I know this is where I actually do agree with football, but I know obviously earlier Daryl said that he thought Whittaker had parts of a quiet game. I personally thought Hardy was the quietest out of the three, 100%.
I thought they were both fairly
quiet. AB7 for Marcus.
Thank you.
Hardy's
very
been
much.
magnificent so far this season, but I did think he had a quiet game on Saturday.
Nice. When Scott Twine came on, I thought, here we go, and he gets the winner.
That's exactly what I thought as well.
What I thought. I was like,
that's literally exactly what we were literally, because we were all literally stood together.
I don't want to see
we were literally sat together. I literally said to them, I said, this is where he's going to score the winner.
Yeah.
Because he scored against him in the 5-0
thing. We don't want to talk about it.
I was like, here we go.
Let's carry on with player ratings as we've got 3 at the starting 11 to go. We'll do them all right now, actually. Azaz first. What are you all saying? You got 7.8 here. No, 7.8? Let me have a look. Yeah, 7.8.
No.
He had a very good game, but don't know if it was that high.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I know he did it the post for at one opportunity, but
I personally give Azaz a 7.5.
I thought he scored.
Fair enough. And then Morgan, I think this is his quietest game, a little bit until the second half. Second half, he was I thought
Hardy was quieter than Whittaker, personally.
Same for Hardy. He was quiet.
Hardy was quiet all game, in my opinion.
They were both quiet at times, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly, Marcus. But yeah, Ryan Hardy, I'm gonna give him. I might give him a 6. I didn't see him a lot.
Yeah, agreed.
I'll give him a 6. Whittaker,
he did put a lot of in that defence though. When they were passing.
He did. Whittaker, I'd say the same as Az, really. But if it wasn't for that second half, he nearly did score as well. I'd probably give him a 7 just for the second half because I thought he was a lot better in the second half than the first. I'm just gonna say we possibly could have scored. He nearly did score. To be fair, I think we all thought the same regarding Twine. Yes, we all did think the same.
As soon as I heard the name, I just...
100%. And then the 4 players that came on for us. First one was Kesler Hayden. Did you really see anything from him in this game? He did have around.
Didn't have too much involvement, did he?
40 minutes.
He never really had that much involvement, did he?
Can I ask, how do you pronounce number 5's name? I had a right going on yesterday. I didn't know how to pronounce it.
Oh, our number 5.
Oh, Julio Plagzuelo.
Plagzuelo, yeah.
I just call him the omelette.
For God's sake. Or you could just call him
or if you want to put it this way, our fan base now call him the Spanish Jana.
The Spanish Jana. Because he's our first Spanish player, ain't he?
Banner instead, is he?
He's our first Spanish player. There you go. But coming off the bench, Kesler Hayden, I'll give him a 6. If I'm honestly going to say, I didn't really see much from him. And then we actually gave Mustafi Bundu around 20 minutes in this game.
We did.
What do you
Here's a question for us all, actually. Here's a question for us all, actually. Do you think you see Shuey starting him on Tuesday?
Maybe, because it's a Tuesday game, but we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Because I know what Shuey did last time when we because look at the Bristol game, for example. We played on the weekend, and then we changed our team about 7 changes for the Tuesday game. You get what I mean?
Oh yeah, but this is just the one change. But no, I'm just wondering.
Yeah, but we played on a Saturday, and then to a Tuesday, we made 7 changes. See,
I keep the same 3 up front personally for now.
I just hope Shuey just doesn't actually do that again. That's all I hope. But Bundu, though, I want to see him get more minutes. That's all I want. I want to see him to get more minutes.
Oops.
Edwards was given Houghton. Yeah, that's what I saw, Marcus. Yeah, for God's sakes, I just seen that. And then Luke Tundle, 6 as well. Matt Butcher, 6. They didn't really do much when they came.
Wasn't he the one that was dropped because of injury or something?
He was the one that I think Matt Butcher or Kundle was the one that replaced Randall. I think, yeah.
No, he was no, I could have sworn Kundle was.
No, Kundle did not get.
I thought Kundle was dropped because of injury or something. I could have sworn you said before that.
No, it wasn't Kundle. It was Callum Wright.
Callum Wright.
Yeah, no.
Right. What are you giving the gaffer then, Liam and Jack?
7, maybe a 7.5. He had a solid performance personally.
Oh,
7 for me.
Speaking of him, was I right in thinking he got booked in the second half?
He did get booked. Yeah.
Yeah.
He got booked.
I remember that. Fans went wild when he got.
What had happened? And all of a sudden, I was like,
he was moaning at the 4th official. I swear.
Wouldn't surprise me. Probably overstepped.
I don't know what it is.
Of all the songs to play before the match starts, you played the Sunderland song. Can't help falling in love.
Wait, I thought you were about to talk the other one.
Miffed.
Okay, right. I thought you were about to say the other one then.
We've been singing that song for years. I don't know why people. We've just started before the game.
I heard it because it's a Sunderland song. I just went, not a Sunderland song.
Hardy looked tidy, did Marcus.
I thought Darryl was on about Eye of the Tiger for some reason, and I was like, Sunderland playing
I knew that was the song that was going to be played. I knew that was going to be the song that would be played.
It's a class walkout song, by the way.
It doesn't surprise me. They play it at Truro as well, because that Truro's nickname's the White Tigers. Oh, fuck off. We don't need none of that. We'll see that later on in my video, which should be coming out later on, guys. If your information there.
I just wanted to hear Jack's reaction to it. That's why. But you will see more of that on Jack's video when it gets released a little bit later on. But next part, though, we get to see who done well on predictions, and we get to go through the other games as well. We will have our thoughts on our other teams as well whilst we do this. So it's going to be good to go through some of the surprising results, maybe. Well, one of them.
Are you travelling up for the game in December?
I think he's asking about you, Marcus.
Oh, yeah.
Me? Yeah, I will be doing, yeah.
Because I know you're playing at us in December, and then we're playing at your ground in April.
Yeah, I'll try and get through it. But
Oh dear.
I always enjoy Middlesbrough away. It's always a fun it's always a fun game.
I
Although
always enjoy you coming up to Middlesbrough because we always beat you.
not 2 years ago, Keane Lewis Potter. What a player!
Yeah, over.
Lewis Potter, bloody hell.
Doing
I wish
COVID.
we had him back.
You never know. If Carrick picks it up by April, that whole Middlesbrough game at the MKM could be a playoff battling match by then.
Don't be daft.
No, I don't think that's likely to happen.
We'll have automatics by
We
then.
have turned the screw.
Jesus Christ.
We have turned things around a little bit. That win at Watford was massive, but no, I don't see us being in the top 6 still. I think get at least mid-table or at least miles away from the relegation zone, and I'll be happy.
Can I just say, I just said that just so I could hear Liam's reaction to it.
No.
I think Middlesbrough's lost too many players though. Chuba Akpom, Cameron Archer, and Ryan Giles. That leaves a massive gap.
Yes,
in
but
the-
you've got to remember that I'm pretty sure Ryan Giles and Cameron Archer were loans.
Yeah, but still, I just feel
We just didn't buy them back. Two Blackpom going to Ajax was the biggest mistake we made because we haven't done anything with that 13 mil.
Was that it? 13 million for him.
Yeah, because he had 1 year left on his contract, apparently. I was miffed because I thought he was worth at least 20 mil if Gyökeres, who wasn't even the top scorer, was worth that. It turns out he had 12 months left on his contract, so he had to sell for less. I was like, oh,
mental.
he's done now for Ajax, though. So
he's done now. He hasn't been playing. That's just stupid. That's insane.
Was a waste.
Absolutely insane. Yep. Look so good at Middlesbrough now. Probably going to be wasted.
Good enough
Mental. But going through predictions, one team that's being wasted so far this season. This was obviously a Friday night kickoff. Sheffield Wednesday versus Sunderland. Come on, Wednesday! As what Liam just played there, or I think it was Daryl as well. I don't think it is a come on Wednesday. It is basically Wednesday are in the mud, basically. That's all we could put. So,
and they haven't got it any easier on Tuesday night. They go to the Hawthorns on Tuesday night.
Oh,
yeah,
dear.
Exactly.
West Brom
they are in trouble.
West Brom are they've just won 4-0 at Preston, who are top of the league.
I think they'll beat Wednesday at home.
They won 4-0 at top of the league, and they're cack. Are they really?
Yeah. Well, what results before that? Oh, well, gee whiz. Ooh.
Yes, but they're a bit like Borough. They're going to start turning the corner, aren't they?
Well, maybe.
Put it this way, if they don't win against Sheffield Wednesday, there's something wrong. I mean, the only reason Borough versus Wednesday was a draw was because they had a draw written all over it from the first whistle.
I still find it so funny that both Daryl and I predicted bog standard 0-0s for that game.
And it was 1-1.
This is a hell of a tight. I'm just going back through the points now. This has been probably the tightest predictions weekend we've ever had on the Argyle Way. Just saying that now.
And I bet it's still the usual Barwin winner.
Well, you'll be surprised. That's all I'm saying. You'll be surprised.
I'll be surprised. Yeah, the winner's Liam Martin. Shock.
All right. But let's carry on with the Wednesday game. Honestly, I don't think everyone was surprised that Sunderland won this game, if I'm honestly going to say. But the way they won it just shows that Sheffield Wednesday are now our favourites to go down. Does that really answer the question?
Yeah, and we can flash them at Home Park. Yeah, so that, they will go down.
Doesn't surprise you at the minute, given the current situation. There's battles between the fans and the owner. The owner's getting back at the fans are getting back at the owner. Those two fans that showed photos of Bradley Lowry are sick pricks.
That was disgusting, by the way.
Quite rightly got arrested for it.
They should be banned.
That was awful.
They got arrested.
Oh, they got arrested. Good. Deserved.
It's not really
vile.
But no, morons.
Absolutely vile.
Nothing's going right. There's nothing going right except for Wednesday. But
if they can't beat Wednesday, they might as well give up. from Marcus. Yeah.
Well, I've already said on Discord earlier today, and I know Liam will absolutely agree with me on this, and that is, if we even draw at home against Sheffield Wednesday at the end of October, it'll be absolutely embarrassing for us.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, I agree. But points-wise, I think literally nearly everyone got 3 points, except for Jack. He didn't get any points.
No, and the only reason why I didn't predict the Sunderland win was just because of their record at Hillsborough. They don't have the greatest, but no, Wednesday were awful, and I didn't think they'd win anyway. That's why I went with a point just to be on the safe side. But no,
Whoa.
Sunderland were all over them from start to finish. Like I said, had this been at the Stadium of Light, I knew I would have predicted like a 3 or 4-0 Sunderland win.
Yeah. So 3 points for me and Liam for that game. And then now to the Saturday games. This was the early
And this
kickoff.
is where
We did
all
watch this
our
when we were at the
predictions
pub.
have been mixed, buggered up.
Yeah,
Yes, I will.
buggered up. And I don't think a lot of people would have predicted Leeds to lose this game, but 3-1 Southampton, Armstrong scoring twice, Smallbone scoring, and then Pascal Stroik scoring Leeds.
Oh, Smallbone.
Let's
No,
go.
I called him Tide Voldemort.
I bet that's put a massive
Yeah.
smile on your face there, Marcus, seeing Leeds lose that when they're on form.
Oh yeah, that were a
Good
fantastic result.
Well, hey.
I think we both like that.
One thing Middlesbrough and Hull can stick up for each other on is by hating Leeds United.
Yeah. No,
Yes.
it was.
Who
I
doesn't?
don't know. Leeds are very inconsistent, aren't they, in terms of results? But I do think they will be up and around the playoffs. It's painful to say, but with the quality they've got, they have to sort of kick on soon.
Yeah, definitely. But for points wise, this game, I don't think a lot of people got any points for this one.
No,
I got
went
none.
with 2-2.
Liam got none. I got none.
I got
Harvey
none.
Liam
I
didn't
said
get any.
3-2 Leeds.
Oh yeah, and then Darryl got 3 points for the Sunderland game as well. But for the Leeds game, no points as well. So no one got a point. Oh dear. Let's move on. Because I think that's the best thing we
To
can do. But
confirm
Bristol
that
City,
means we
here
are
go.
all shit.
Wow. What do we say about this one then, Jack and Liam?
Fuck's sake.
Stoke City
You
did
know
like
what's interesting about that as well is that I even said in the preview, I think Bristol City should win this, but knowing Bristol City, it'll be the most Bristol City thing ever if Stoke got at least a point in this game at Ashton Gate with two mid-table championship clubs that have been over the past few years. It'd just be bog standard if Stoke at least got a point at Ashton Gate, and they've gone and get the 3 points, and they've done a repeat of what they did last season as well, because I think they won at Ashton Gate last season as well.
last minute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think so. But Stoke City coming back and getting the 3 points at Ashton Gate is a brilliant result for them, and I think a lot of Stoke City fans will be over the moon with that result, and done what we couldn't do,
massive.
and we got battered.
It's a massive result for them, and it's a big response because I saw them playing against Hull last week, and they got battered from start to finish. But that's just because Hull are such a good side at the moment. You know, I mean, Adama Traore was easily probably the star man for Hull last week.
Yeah, the stinker
I watched the
against
full game, but Stoke were awful, and Hull
Yeah.
City just absolutely pounded pressure on them, and they just fell to pieces. So Alex Neil, I think Alex Neil would have definitely have been looking for, at the very least, a response, or at least a draw or something from this game. I don't think he was expecting 3 points from this game, mind. But yeah, there are going to be a lot of questions asked about Bristol City's defending late on after conceding last-minute winners.
Yeah, definitely. Points-wise for this game, no points for me. Liam, and I think, no. Liam, Jack, just going through
I
it.
went with Bell, I think.
Yeah, RV England and Darryl, all of you went for Bell except for me, so fair enough. You all got the point for that one.
And Harvey's Ilpra.
Yeah, I am. But the next one, I think this was probably. We'll quickly go for this one because I don't think anyone would have predicted a Rotherham win. I think everyone knew that Cardiff would win this game, realistically.
Piece
I
of
think
pay.
Liam got this one spot on.
I think I had
Liam did.
Yeah.
I think I had 3 or 4-0 Cardiff or something like that.
Don't ask what my one was. It was always worth a go.
Yeah, you put
1-1.
You put 5-0.
I put 5-0.
Cardiff.
I put 5-0
Cardiff,
Cardiff.
so it doesn't really matter.
No, they couldn't score 5 goals if they had a hole in their arse.
But for Cardiff, though, this season, do you think right now that they could be the wild card for this season?
They're actually, you know what's interesting about them? They're now top for home form this season.
Run the fort out.
So fair play.
I mean, they're on good form, but they'll still get beat on Tuesday, hopefully.
I take it. Yeah, I take it. That's who Middlesbrough have next.
At the Riverside on a Tuesday night, yet again, another 10-hour round trip for Cardiff on a Tuesday night. Every time we play Cardiff, it's always on a Tuesday night at the Riverside.
I actually don't know. I actually don't know what to predict for that. I'll look into that tonight for tomorrow's preview.
So we'll probably have about 650 sheep.
Yeah, no, I mean we've got 1,650 around sheep coming to Swansea. Coming to us next week from Swansea.
Oh, can I ask, by the way, why on earth were the South Stand at Hull, not South Stand, North Stand at Hull, phoning inflatable sheep?
No idea. we just do random things.
Because I did literally say to Liam, I said, they're phoning inflatable sheep. It's not Cardiff or Swansea you're against.
I don't know. It's better than inflatable sex dolls, I suppose.
They were throwing that around.
There was probably a Derby fan hiding in the stands in the Hull end.
Oh yeah, if they were throwing pies around, then yeah.
Here's a pie.
Or pasta. There's a pie. Yeah, there's a random
pie.
Oh, Max actually got a photo of him, you know.
When you see a pie, you're like, yep, we're back in the north.
Yeah, or pasta. Yeah, or a pasta.
No, that's down here, Harvey.
Wait, what?
No, that pasty's down here, Harvey, not up there.
Yeah, pasty's down here, mate. Yeah, I thought you was talking about. Here. I didn't hear you say north.
Oh, well, yeah, that's what I mean. I was like, every time I see a pie, I'm like, yep, we're back in the north.
Yeah.
How often did you see pies there? Did you see him often, away games?
Yeah. At Barnsley was literally packed with a whole 2 or 3 rows of them when I went up to Oakwell in March.
You want to go to Wigan? They're sponsored.
How many do they do?
They're sponsored by Pucker Pies.
That's true.
Oh, there you go. Jesus.
And do you know Wigan? Do you know what's funny? Speaking about pies, Wigan's mascot is a pack of legs.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, let's just move on.
Literally, I'll send you the photo.
Let's move on, please.
I'll send a photo on the Facebook chat later.
Yeah, but Liam got 3 points for this one, and I think everyone else got 1 point for this one. If I'm getting the result right, Liam got 2-0, so fair plays to him.
Did Ramsey score?
No.
Okay.
No.
Perry NG, yeah, the player with 2 letters in his surname and a tattoo.
Okay.
And then, all right, and I think someone did say a Huddersfield draw, didn't they?
That was me, yes.
Yeah, you did say a Huddersfield draw, and
I just thought Darren Moore would be up for it, fired up after that Coventry draw, and then get something against the team he knows so well how to play against.
From what I saw from Alex Griffin's vlog, some Huddersfield fans saying that it was a fair result, a draw. So that's all I can say about that.
I personally thought they were the better team, in all honesty. I actually thought that was one of Ipswich's worst performances of the season so far.
Well, with 21 shots.
But they did have a lot of shots at the same time, so that's justified.
Bergzorg scored. Bloody hell. Yeah, Bergzorg scored. And Brandon Williams, a very random goal scorer. Very random goal scorer if you were going to...
Yeah, I've got the pie for you.
Well, that's no That's no scorer. Oh,
Oh, there it is. There's the point. Oh my god! Like, what
well,
is
we have
that?
Well, I was just gonna say we have
What is that?
in terms of player predictions, scorer predictions. I mean, that is absolutely none for Liam and myself because both of us went to Broadhead.
I'm not gonna lie, that's terrifying. If I ever go to Wigan and I see that bloody mascot, that's terrifying.
What are you gonna do to it, Harvey?
Nothing, because I'll just be absolutely terrified. I just don't.
Would you rather that, or look? Would you rather that, or look at a guy who look like a guy dressed as a boiler at West Brom?
I don't know. But we have the best mascot anyway, so no one else can fucking say shit otherwise.
He should have answered my question though in the extra game. He bloody rejected me, silly boy, Pilgrim Pete.
You silly boy. Huddersfield, Ipswich, no point to me. Liam, you predicted 3-0 Ipswich.
Liam and I have got no goal scoring predictions, right? Because both of us went with Broadhead, so that's out the window.
Yep. Harvey England per 2-1 Ipswich at the death of the score. And then Darryl with the worst one, 4-0 Ipswich.
I thought Ipswich would just batter them. I didn't expect it to be a draw.
Fair enough. Then obviously Hull City versus Argyle to finish 1-1. I'll quickly go through this one. I got this one spot on actually. I predicted 1-1.
You did as well.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And I don't think anybody else got a point. 0 points, 0 points. 0 points. Yeah,
talking about mascots, we was all taking the mick out of the Hull City mascot.
To be honest, though, I don't know. I think you probably might have been. I think you and Dow were taking the piss out of the mascots. But to be honest,
I wasn't taking the piss out of the mascots.
To be honest, I think
I was saying to Liam, it's bloody Tigers because they're the Tigers. It makes sense.
Yeah, it's literally Tigers. What else do you want?
You know what it reminds me of?
Well,
it reminds me of when we went to
Watford.
Watford.
And you'll see what I'm on about over there.
It reminds me of when we went to Watford, first away game of the season, and literally the Hornet mascot appeared straight away, and already there were people around me just chanting, what the fucking hell is that?
Fuck off, is that the mascot of West Brom? Fuck off.
That's West Brom's mascot. They were sponsored.
Hey, that's our next away game as well.
West Brom's mascot is a boiler.
Harvey, that's our next away game as well, is that mascot.
No. All right.
Have you seen it? Have you been to West Brom with Hull before and you've seen the boiler?
I went last season. We lost 5-2, but I can't remember the mascot.
Did you not see the guy dressed as a fucking boiler?
No, I don't think I did.
Oh, for God's sakes. Why is that a
mascot? Can't Preston's mascot be a cleaner instead?
Oh, for God's sakes. Can we move on, please? Can we move
Ryan
on?
Lowe, left us, but we don't give a fuck.
Can we move on? We're not going to get anywhere else. No, someone got. Oh, okay. But I was the only one that got points, but it was 3 points for me. Nice. And then Hull City, not Hull City.
Oh, I didn't want to do that.
Sorry, I had the Hull City Plymouth game stuck in my mind, but Millwall Swansea 3-0.
This I did not expect at all.
I did not expect this.
I don't think anyone expected Millwall win.
I think everyone's just going to be chanting. I think we're going to be hearing that a lot when we're at Home Park on Tuesday.
That's
what
all
the other thing, mate.
Is going to be hearing.
I'm not excited for that one because that's all I'm going to fucking hear. Mill.
That's all they do.
I'm excited, and you know why I'm excited? Because I think we're going to beat them, personally.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
But points-wise, 0 points. 0 points. 0 points. 0 points. And yet again, 0 points. There you go. So no one else. No one
done well there.
Yeah. But we didn't think Swansea would beat them. But by that caliber.
No, but Millwall defensively was shocking, though, looking at the highlights.
Yeah. At the Den, they have been shite yet again. We got higher attendance than them from but I think they one of their stands is one of their stands like I can't remember if one of the stands they can have fans in them or whatever. From the last time I saw, I don't know. But hey,
knowing our luck though, we'll come into the match so confident after getting a great point, and then knowing what the championship is exactly like, and knowing what us as a club is like, they'll end up winning it 1-0 thanks to a jammy goal from Fleming, and then that's it. We lose at home just because it's Argyle.
Yeah.
But
a team we did beat though, Norwich, last week, 2-0 against Birmingham. Sarah with the goal and row your boat. Of course, you would expect him to score. He's been absolutely phenomenal for Norwich so far this season.
Well, they knew they needed a response because that 6-2 at Plymouth was, no disrespect, but absolutely embarrassing against a team for 1. You know, a team like Norwich should be doing so much better. It should be they normally crap on teams that have come from League One. So yeah, but I don't know what happened to them last week. They just didn't turn up, and then Plymouth absolutely crapped all over them. But yeah, they needed a response, and they responded perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
Weird thing is, I've seen Norwich in League One before, but they went straight back up.
Doesn't surprise me.
Of course they did. They're too good for the league.
Points everywhere for this game, no? Points everywhere for this game. 1 for me, 1 for Jack, 1 for Harvey England, and then 2 for Darryl and 2 for Liam. Fair enough.
Yep.
Oh, because of
you both put row your boat to score.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Did
anyone else predict this result to happen?
No.
All I've got to say to sum up that result, as predictions wise, is that.
Well, me and Liam, I called Preston. I've started calling Preston when they were at home 2-1 FC. Couldn't have gone more wrong.
Yep. Would you have thought this result as well, Marcus?
No.
Realistically.
No.
I think Preston you said to me on Friday night you went with Preston win as well because of their home form.
Yeah.
And they were top of the league for home form as well.
Yeah, they were. We were second for top of the for home form as well.
That's good. That's happened because we can catch up to that.
We could if we went on Tuesday night.
Yeah, but let's just move on because I don't think we want to look at the points. Yeah,
the closest I got. All I'm going to say is I think I was the closest to getting this right because I did say a draw, but still shit.
Yeah, still shit. Let's move on. Coventry 3-1.
Yeah,
well, they're back in style. That's all I've got to say. That's all I've got to say, really.
Who scored for QPR?
Powell.
Oh, okay, well, yeah, I got no points.
Well, it's not my
I said
anyway.
0-0 and Lyndon Dykes to score if having to choose.
And then
that's the home form.
Latty Badiou got an assist.
How Cardiff top?
Because they're so good at home right now.
Because of their goal difference.
Now look where they are right now, Liam. Realistically, this is the table right here.
Because of goal difference, mate, as well.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll level that.
Don't look at the away table because we're 21st in the away table. Not surprisingly.
That doesn't shock me at all.
Well, look at Watford. Look how shit they've been away.
I wasn't expecting anything other than a draw for the game. So
the weird thing is about Watford as well at the moment that after that defeat to Borough, they've now actually been dragged into a relegation battle.
Good.
Yeah, madness. But points wise, I didn't get any because I predicted a QPR win. So embarrassing for me.
Wednesday at bottom of the home form. Oh dear.
Liam didn't get a point. He predicted a draw. Jack, no points predicted a draw.
Yeah, I said
Jack could probably.
England predicted a 2-0 win for QPR, so no points for him.
Jack could probably agree with me saying in that when we go to Hillsborough, I guarantee Wednesday get the first win at home.
That's all the way in February, March though. Like they're surely going to get a first win.
That's a long way away, Liam. But
but they're that cat.
There we go. Another surprising result of the week goes to Middlesbrough. Hello, lads. A bit late, John. No worries, Henry. It's absolutely fine.
Hello.
Surprising result of the week. In the top 3 goes to Middlesbrough. 3-2 win at Vicarage Road. Would you have thought of that before the game even kicked off, though, Darryl?
Can I just say, by the way, I know this is a little bit off topic, but I would like to give Alex Griffin a huge shout out for saying one of the funniest lines I've heard from a vlog in such a long time in that Huddersfield episode. Oh, look at you! You all look 14. I creased myself listening to that.
He loves coming up with those one-liners, doesn't he?
But no, I did not see this coming. Well, I did see in the preview, didn't I? That I said, well, at the minute we seem to be turning the corner, so it wouldn't shock me if we got about the States. That's right. It wouldn't surprise me if we got a point from.
There you go.
It's if we got a point from Acho. That's what that sounded like.
I was trying my best not to sneeze. I mean, I've never visited a char before. It's an interesting place. You're just blowing the wax out of everyone. If I have tough tits. Where was I? So I wasn't expecting anything other than a draw at the maximum. I know we started to turn the corner a little bit, and obviously that result against Southampton last Saturday, and also keeping a clean sheet for the first time this season at Bradford was going to give us a lot of confidence going into the game. However, we don't normally win at Watford. That's the first time we won at Watford since 2012. So I was looking at our record going, yeah, we always seem to lose there. Watford always seem to find a way of getting a win against us. The last time they won in the 96th minute against us. So I was like, I don't know if we're going to get anything out of this. So I went in not very confident, thinking we might get a point, we might get a point at the most. I think that's what I went with anyway, with a draw. But I could not have expected us to have won 3-2 and definitely not score 2 goals inside the first 15 minutes against that sort of team, you know. But I was very chuffed. I got Coburn right as well, so up yours.
Yep, Coburn did get the goal score right. You put Coburn to score.
Wait, did you go for a draw for this game, Daryl? Because I said the same. I think I went 2-2.
I went with 1-1.
And Daryl was the only one that got a point for this game because he put Coburn to score. So
thank you.
There you go. Fair enough.
Yeah, I was chuffed a bit.
No problem, Henry. No problem at all.
I was chuffed with that result. I just didn't think we were going to get that. But we're now out of the relegation zone, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you're out of it now, I think. Yeah,
you love to.
They are out of it.
Good.
Which is good for you. And then the final one. Obviously, this was played at 12 o'clock earlier.
You're out of it on goal difference.
Still out of it,
shit, Liam. They were going to be out of it anyway. So the way there's no way Middlesbrough were staying down there. Realistically, I don't think they were.
No, mate. The first couple of games,
not the first couple of games, but the team that you have compared to the others, probably not.
Wednesday being cut adrift. So yeah.
Right. This game I watched
after 2 games.
I watched the full match here on Sky Sports earlier. The game. Right, the result did not reflect the actual game.
Okay.
But people will look at the results. People will look at Leicester winning 4-1 and thinking, oh, so it was absolutely easy. It was not at all easy for them. Because, if I'm not mistaken, Blackburn had so many chances, especially in the second half, right? So they conceded from a cross, which was headed in by Wout. Yeah. And then
from long hair, yeah.
Sammy Smodics, who I was going to actually put the score, which I didn't, got an equaliser rather quickly because of a poor pass out from the keeper went straight to them, and Sammy Smodics equalised. Jamie Vardy made it 2-1 about 30 odd minutes in. From there, obviously Leicester looked like they were going to get a third goal before half time. As soon as the second half started, it was all Blackburn Rovers in that second half. It was like Plymouth all over again. Like Hull City just dominating the opposition. Like Blackburn Rovers were all over this. Should have had at least 1 or 2 goals. It could have been easily. This could have been 4-3, 4-4, easy. You know, but as soon as they got that, it'd be a natural score. But the score did not reflect the game. It's a lot closer than people will have thought. At least Dewsbury Hall scored last minute for me, so thank you very much.
Yeah, Dewsbury Hall did score. Iheanacho scored, Vardy, Bayard, Smodics, yeah. But right now, it just shows that Leicester are basically the favourites to go straight back up. I think I'm not surprised about that at all. If I'm honestly
some of them weights were a bit harsh on Blackburn because Sigurdsson had a good game. Wharton was decent. Ainsley Pears got injured, which I think that was probably the key problem.
Yeah. Excuse me, sorry about that. It's a
No,
happy.
it was
Is that
him
the-
just
yeah,
discarding the
19-year-old,
reflector.
mad.
That's got
Points wise for this game, and I think, like I said, this game was the decider for who is going to win. Who was going to win this
You
week?
did say that as well.
I did say that on the coach back, but I got 3 points for getting the score correct. I put 4-1.
Jabby bugger.
Yeah. Liam got 2. He put Vardy to score and got the result. Jack got 2. He put Iheanacho to score and put 1-0 Leicester. Harvey England got 1. He put a draw, 3-3, and put Schmodic to score. And then Darryl got 2. So there you go.
Tell you what's going to be work out who's winning. Pretty tight then.
Yep, like I said, very, very tight. But I will say the points right now, actually. But thank you all so much for watching the stream. 1 hour and 40 minutes long. Jesus Christ. That I didn't realize it was this long. But points wise for this week, Jack and Harvey England, not a week to remember for both of them. 4 points for Harvey England and 5 for Jack.
Did well not.
Yep.
But I knew we were shit because Harvey told me where we were yesterday, so I thought, yeah, we're out of it.
Yeah. But then this is where the tight bit comes in. So before this game against Leicester, me and Darryl were both on 8 and Liam was on 9. So this is basically the decider for this game. So for this game against Leicester, finished 4-1. And Darryl finished on 10. And then me and Liam both finished on 11.
Oh, no.
Oh, well, that's not a surprise, is it then? No, there's no winner then. Boring.
Well, it would have been me
if
if it.
was going to decide a winner, though.
It would have been me. It would have been me if it stayed 3-1. But yeah, carry on.
No. It's like Takeshi's Castle over again.
But
no
Jack,
winners this time.
How would you do it if it was a draw?
If it was what? Keep it the draw.
How would you decide a winner?
I don't know. Just keep it the draw, really. I don't mind.
Correct scores.
Crossbar challenge. First one to get one.
No.
Winner.
Crossbar challenge. How many correct scores you got?
Yeah, I can do. Yeah.
Because I think that basically sums up. Rock, paper, scissors. No, Henry.
No, Henry.
I think the amount of correct scores that you have, I think that does
edge it.
Basically do it. Edge it, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't actually seen it, actually. I'm gonna have a look. So Liam,
have an arm wrestle on Tuesday together.
So Liam, 2 correct scores. So Liam got 2 correct scores. I haven't checked mine. Well, I got 3.
Oh, nice.
Road is the winner then.
So
which means he finally it should be down probably to who got the most games correct.
Yes, games correct.
Which I'm pretty sure is Leon. I'm pretty sure it's Liam.
Leon? I don't think there's a Leon in this stream. There's no Leon in here, mate.
It's because the lad next door to me is called Leon.
Oh. Yes, game's correct.
Leon Barton.
Yeah, Liam got 2, I got 3, Darryl.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I won. Well, I didn't expect that at all. But
which one did you get? You got the Blackburn one, right? Which other ones?
Yeah, the Blackburn one's what did it?
I got the Leicester one right, the Perth one, and the Sunderland. No, no, it is actually probably a draw, ain't it?
Just class it as a draw.
Yeah, we both probably got because I saw 3 points in the Sunderland one. I was like, I must have got that one correct, but no, I didn't. No, we actually properly did draw them. All right, let's leave it at that.
Anyway, we'll be here.
No, Henry, we're not doing a rock paper scissors.
I'll just to add on to both Rosevere and Liam's that there wasn't an actual winner. To everyone that's watching in the audience, we have completely wasted your afternoon. We're very sorry.
No, we haven't. No, we haven't. We've gone through every single game. Are you happy? There you go. But thank you all so much for watching this stream. It's been an hour and 40 minutes long. to people that stuck by, you're all legends, and I think you are mental. No, only joking. You're not mental, but sticking by and watching this stream, you're all absolute legends. Marcus for coming on, representing
Cheers for coming
as
on.
well.
Appreciate that.
Absolute legend.
Thank you.
Daryl as well,
Thank you.
Liam and Jack, as always. Great to have you all on.
Season
And-
until you get beat to the Riverside in December.
Yeah, but
Prove him wrong, Marcus.
Yeah,
Prove him wrong now that he said that.
prove him wrong.
Mauled by the bother, hopefully.
I want to see.
I put on my title last season, actually.
I want to see you do this.
Isn't Daryl? Isn't Middlesbrough's mascot a lion as well?
Yeah.
I thought it would be. So it's technically being mauled by the Red Lions.
No, we just put mauled. We just said mauled by the borough, taking the piss out of Hull.
Fair enough.
Like you did yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Mauled by the Argyle. It was only 1-0.
I just came up with my own chant for a laugh called "You're getting pwned by the Pilgrims."
Pwned by the Pilgrims, for fuck's sake. But thank you all so much for this amazing stream. To end it off, it's usual Jack's way of doing it. He can do it again.
That looks like a
No,
fuck off. That looks like a still picture. Then we don't need that 4 times in a stream.
No.
Anyway,
Liam played that, not me.
No, I didn't.
Up the Argyle, up the
Only
Pilgrims,
joking.
up the Greens, up the Plymouth. Come on, you boys in green, and also episode 9 should be out later on. So please check out that, of course, as well. Daryl's in it, Liam's in it, Harvey's in it, the other Harvey's in it, and Marcus is in it as well. So please check it out. Episode 9 on Scanner should be out tonight.
Bye.
So, yeah,
Bye,
cheers,
everyone.
Bye. Oh God.
When they pull on the green, they're all Janners.